The moment no one expected finally happened, and it sent shockwaves across the entire entertainment world. For years, fans have speculated, debated, and even argued about the relationship between two of the most talked-about stars in the industry. And now, against all odds, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan have spoken openly in public. It wasn't a dramatic stage confrontation or a carefully orchestrated press stunt. Instead, it unfolded in a setting that felt surprisingly natural, almost as if the universe itself decided the timing was finally right. The audience, both present and watching online, could sense something unusual was about to happen. For a long time, their names have been inseparable in conversations, largely due to their unforgettable collaboration that captured the hearts of millions. Yet, despite the undeniable connection fans saw on screen, their real-life interactions became increasingly rare, almost non-existent in public view. This silence only fueled curiosity. Every glance, every rumored encounter, every subtle mention became headline material. People read into everything, trying to piece together a story that neither of them had fully addressed, until now. When they finally appeared in the same space again, the atmosphere shifted instantly. It wasn't just excitement, it was anticipation mixed with disbelief. Could this really be happening? At first, the exchange was subtle. A glance, a polite nod, a shared acknowledgement that carried years of unspoken context. Fans who had followed their journey closely immediately noticed the difference. This wasn't cold distance. It was something more layered, more human. Then came the moment that changed everything. One of them broke the silence, speaking with a calm but sincere tone. It wasn't dramatic or defensive. It was honest. The words were simple, yet they carried immense weight. He addressed the past, the misunderstandings, and the overwhelming public attention that had surrounded them for so long. There was no attempt to shift blame or create controversy, only clarity. The other responded just as thoughtfully. His voice, steady yet emotional, revealed a side that fans rarely get to see. It was a reminder that behind the fame, the rumors, and the expectations, they are still individuals navigating a complex world. What made this moment so powerful wasn't just what they said, but how they said it. There was no tension, no visible discomfort. Instead, there was mutual respect, something that had often been questioned by outsiders. As they continued speaking, they touched on how overwhelming sudden fame can be, especially when it ties two people together in ways they never fully anticipated. The pressure, the scrutiny, and the constant speculation had created distance, not necessarily by choice, but by necessity. Hearing this directly from them felt like a revelation. For years, fans had constructed narratives, some hopeful, others critical. But now, the truth was finally being shared in their own words. They acknowledged the support of their fans, expressing gratitude while also gently reminding everyone of the importance of boundaries. It was a delicate balance, and they handled it with remarkable grace. One particularly striking moment came when they reflected on their time working together. There was a warmth in their voices, a genuine appreciation that couldn't be faked. It was clear that whatever had happened since, those memories still held significance. The audience listened in near silence, hanging on to every word. Social media, meanwhile, exploded in real time, with fans across the world reacting with shock, relief, and overwhelming emotion. Some couldn't believe what they were witnessing. Others felt a sense of closure, as if a long-standing question had finally been answered. And then there were those who simply appreciated the honesty, regardless of what it meant. As the conversation continued, it became evident that both of them had grown. Time had given them perspective, allowing them to look back without resentment and speak without fear. They didn't try to redefine their relationship in a way that would satisfy everyone. Instead, they focused on authenticity, choosing truth over expectation. And in doing so, they created a moment far more meaningful than any scripted reunion could ever achieve. There was even a hint of lightness at one point, a shared smile that felt both nostalgic and refreshing. It reminded everyone of the chemistry that had originally brought them together in the eyes of the public. Yet, this wasn't about reliving the past. It was about acknowledging it and moving forward. That distinction made all the difference. Fans quickly began dissecting every detail, from their body language to the tone of their voices. But beyond the analysis, one thing was clear: this moment mattered. It wasn't just a conversation. It was a turning point, a shift in narrative that allowed both of them to reclaim their own stories. For those who had followed them from the beginning, it felt almost surreal. Years of speculation had led to this single, powerful exchange. And for newer fans, it provided a deeper understanding of why their names have remained so closely linked, even after all this time. As the event came to a close, there was no dramatic finale. No grand statement meant to dominate headlines. Just a quiet sense of resolution. They didn't need to say more. What had already been shared was enough. Walking away from the moment, both of them appeared composed, yet undeniably changed. It was as if a weight had been lifted, allowing them to move forward with a newfound sense of freedom. The impact of this moment will likely be felt for a long time. Not just in fan communities, but in the broader entertainment landscape as well. It serves as a reminder that sometimes the most powerful statements are the simplest ones. Honesty, when delivered with sincerity, can cut through years of noise. And perhaps most importantly, it showed that even in an industry driven by image and perception, genuine human connection still holds incredible power. No one expected this to happen. Not now, not like this. And yet, that's exactly what made it so unforgettable. In the end, it wasn't about proving anything or satisfying every expectation. It was about speaking openly, something that had been missing for far too long. And just like that, a chapter that once felt unfinished has finally found its voice.